Welcome, Scorpio. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your transformation reading. This is about the planet Pluto moving from Capricorn after a couple of decades to Aquarius on the 19th of November, about there, or into Aquarius for the next 20 years, almost precisely. This transition is something we've been experiencing for a long time. This is a global impact. This affects us from our from a cellular level, our DNA epigenetics into intergalactic, certainly transnational, global impact. It's being felt in the way that we invest power into our institutions, into an Aquarian energy where we are investing power in other ways of communication and knowledge. That's a very brief summary of what is a very general reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, information about that is in the description box below, where I am featuring a 50% off sale. And the prices are detailed in the description box regarding the different readings that I offer. With the holidays upcoming, please consider this opportunity. And I'm grateful to be here. I appreciate all the support that you give me. Let's get started, Scorpio, with the Empress as your current energy. This is about your creativity unfolding and blossoming, particularly for those of you that are parents. I see your children entering into a new relationship with you, and as recognizing their evolution as well. There's a way that you are embodying the kind of creative energy as your foundation available to others. So this is about supporting others in a way that you are reimagining your home base, your roots, or your foundation. This can have a lot to do with your ancestry for some of you. This is you getting connected with, it feels like the divine feminine principle in your ancestral lineage, but it can be about any aspect of that root of your family story, your traditions, your heritage, your culture. And in this way, you are feeling abundant, generative with whatever information resources you're working with. You're about producing something new and moving that abundance on to others. There's a feeling of legacy here, and perhaps it is this way in which Pluto's movement into Aquarius is highlighting this foundational area of your home. In the past, we have the Hanged One. And this feels like a long period for many of you of doing the research, of absorbing the changes, a new perspective, a new way of looking at things, quite possibly informed by cultural heritage or tradition, a familial heritage that you are holding as the baseline for your aspiration, the way that you want to build, the way you've been inspired to create based on uh, uh, a family story, a family experience, an ancestral sacrifice that has been made for you, a way of understanding that, absorbing the gravity of that, in terms of understanding that you're seeing the opportunities, you are preparing yourself, you are elevating your awareness so you understand how shifting the way you think about things helps you to identify the opportunities for learning, for growing, for moving something forward in a way that is more at pace with who you are, slowing things down to a certain extent, no matter what the level of activity is around you. And this, again, is relating, I feel, to your home, really reevaluating that, seeing it anew, and opening yourself up to new ideas and new inspirations. In the future, we have the Chariot, and this is really so clearly about the pace and speed at which you are moving forward. There is a hair dancing in front of my face. It has drifted away. Um, you are no longer seeing your job as fixing and anchoring others, but more as moving in a direction of your aspiration, of your goals, without distraction, without the distraction of others' needs or, in some cases, unreasonable requests. In part because of your capacity, your talents and skills, your groundedness, you are desired, you feel needed for the practical support you can give to others, but you understand that this can be a distraction from the way in which you must focus on your goals moving forward. This is also based on this idea of accepting who you are, not trying to be like other people. And it's interesting because I do see this merging into an ancestral lineage, identifying a source of strength from your family of origin, perhaps your cultural lineage, but you are identifying your individual skills, talents, and gifts as being unique to what you have to offer others, to the success you now understand you are deserving and capable of. If this reading is resonating for you, Scorpio, please like this video, share it with others who might enjoy it or find it useful, and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. It is greatly appreciated. And I pulled the Abundance card. I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. This couldn't be more perfect with the Empress card, the card that I'm identifying as being the most uh, capturing of your current energy, your spiritual vibration. You're about generating new ideas, growing something in alignment with the values of love, care, generosity, attention, support, in a way that is selfless to some degree, but really gives credence to this idea of making space to be loved. And this is, I do believe this seems to be a theme for many of you that are creatives, that are constantly producing, moving work forward, advancing an effort uh, that involves others on behalf of others, this place to stop, this way of standing back and allowing yourself to be supported, to be admired, to be appreciated. In the present, the Empress is clarified by the Page of Wands and the Page of Cups. Interesting. So this is really about a brand new perspective. Because of the work that you have already done, what you've already been able to achieve, you are open up to new inspirations, new ways of doing things, new ways of moving forward, new ideas, but also to a new discovering uh, a new areas of creativity within yourself. This is about an exploration that you are moving forward on, where you are willing to start with a beginner's mind. You're willing to be instructed. you're willing to be inspired and to open up to a higher degree of playfulness, of joy. This can be students, an audience, an admiring clientele that bring their problems, their issues, their challenges to you in a way that allows you both and or all to participate in problem solving, in creating something beautiful. And in the past, the Hanged Man is clarified by the Two of Swords and the Seven of Cups. This is repeating a theme of a lot of opportunities available to you, a lot of people that would like to include you in what they are proposing, what they would like to build. Many of these offers are satisfying at a superficial level. This is the possibility of receiving perhaps some of the rewards that you feel you have missed out on. And this is sort of a temporary sense of potential reward that you actually are aware is somewhat illusory. These things would have satisfied you in the past. They might have been enough in the past, but actually you recognize that these things are not uh, bringing you into alignment with your goals. They are illusory, they are overwhelming in some cases. This can be inviting into circles or places that you may have once imagined would be part of your reward or success, but you now no longer aspire to the superficial accolades or rewards of your effort. You're really understanding you're on your path and that you still have some distance to go to achieve what you feel is what you define as success. The Two of Swords is actually continues to highlight the divergence of the way that you are aspiring to success in a way that is different from what you imagine this consistent climb would be, or the choices you believed you would have. You are already very clear on your path. You're on your path. You've been on your path for a while here. But this is you really uh, concerned about the impact your presence or absence would have on others. So there may be some concern that others can't do without you in some critical way. And this is particularly relevant to mothers or parents. A way in which, no matter how conventional or grown your children or charges are, that there is some sense of an obligation you have to them that they would absolutely not support. And that's you making a sacrifice or holding yourself back out of fear for them. That is not the spirit. You already know that you can't do that. Your purpose is calling to you. You understand your vision and your mission on this planet. And so you are moving forward, but it isn't the easy thing to do. It is the hard thing. Doing the right thing for you is hard. And you understand that. It isn't hard in the sense that it can't be done. It's hard in the sense that your fears come up because this is something really important to you. But you're going to do it anyway. You have been doing it. You made this decision at an unconscious or higher conscious level a long time ago. And in your future, the Chariot card is clarified by the High Priestess and the Three of Wands. Yes, yes. The High Priestess is really about this intuition that you now trust. You understand this is a feature of not your learning process, absolutely, but the way that you are reclaiming a kind of power. Whether you believe in reincarnation or not, you have had opportunities to approach what you now understand is your calling, is your path, is your place in this world. And this is through a long period of reflecting, consistently reflecting on what you've learned, what your self knowledge base is that informs your wisdom. This is wisdom that you hold to yourself, and where you have paused in the past to really reevaluate your perspective, to adjust that perspective, to give yourself a chance to absorb what you're learning. You now understand that this is innate wisdom, and this is that possibility of utilizing the ability to reflect deeply on all of your experiences and to manage that reflection as a part of your creative experience, as a part of what you're setting up as this new project, this new energy, this uh, new collaboration that you have been in the works of perfecting among your community, among your um, team for a long time. So you are in the state of learning, networking, putting your feelers out there as you research the way in which this success, this goal could look for you. It isn't something that emerges clearly from the beginning. It's something that is blossoming, that is unfolding as you continue to develop this sense of empowerment, this sense of nurturing this vision, caring for it, loving this vision, this creative expression of a vision. I'm going to leave this here for you, Scorpio, and hope this has been insightful. Until next time, namaste.